What's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 3 of Week 1 Pick'ems with me and my partner here, Bob. What games we looking at, Bob?
Right now we're looking at leaving off from where we were at, Browns and Ravens. I got the Ravens winning. I feel like that's no big surprise to anybody. A lot of our viewers out there. Even
Easy
though,
pick, easy pick.
yeah, even though that they acquire Austin Hooper, hell of a tight end, to match with Njoku and all the other weapons that they have, but
We're
I
talking
don't think
about the
it's
third
enough.
coach. We're talking about the third coach in 3 years here for Baker. This is going to be his third year with his third coach. Man,
And that's a
that's a
lot.
lot of inconsistency.
It is.
And it's a lot of personalities in that locker room. Jarvis, OBJ, Baker himself.
Miles, I mean,
We've talked about OBJ and explosive personalities, how they have sometimes a role on a football team. But sometimes when we're talking about a quarterback and he's the nucleus of your offense, I like my quarterback a little turned down. Baker,
the
we,
nucleus.
we love you, Baker, but we want you to do good, man. Might need to turn it down a little bit. Lamar Goat, yeah, I see easy dub for the Ravens this game.
Yeah. Another one that was that we were gonna go based off of. It was the Jets and the Bills. I feel like again, Bills, no problem.
That boy Josh Allen, strong.
Yeah,
that white boy can talk that right.
He just got another weapon. Just remind you that.
We
And
love
Stephon
Stephon
Diggs. That could be a good primary receiver
Big
for him.
Stephon Diggs fan.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold, man. Are we sold on Sam Darnold yet? Is he a franchise guy?
I don't know.
I mean, we love Frank Gore, but let's be honest. Frank Gore is not running you to the playoffs.
Nah, and I mean he loses Robbie Anderson going over to the Panthers back when we were talking earlier. I mean, I don't know. I think they struggle this year. I mean, they were able to secure Jamal Adams, which that was a big controversy, was whether he was going to leave, whatever. But
Yeah, you got your bag. Time to ball, man. I totally support the players.
I wouldn't
Fight
bet
for that
with the
bag.
Jets.
Fight
I wouldn't
for that bag,
yeah.
man. Fight for that contract. But you get that payday, it's time to play. Time to ball. What you thinking? What we looking at for Chargers at Bengals?
Man, I mean, honestly, what I got the Bengals, or I'm at Chargers winning. Hey, man, you know what? I like the Tyrod Taylor pickup in case, Herbert doesn't, come in fully and he's not ready to start off. They still got Keenan Allen. I mean, they secured Hunter Henry. That dude's a fantasy football nightmare.
I also got the Chargers winning this game. Whether they go with Justin Herbert, Tyrod Taylor, I honestly think the Chargers is a just more complete team than the Bengals. And do I think Joe Burrow is a better prospect than Justin Herbert? Maybe in this last season he proved to have a better season. The man had the greatest season in college football history.
One season though.
I just don't think the Bengals is ready to I don't think he's the only piece they needed to ascend to take that next step. I think the Chargers are more ready, whether it be Tyrod or Justin Herbert. I feel like the Chargers are more ready to take that next step as an organization.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I totally agree with you there, Sam. And another one that I was gonna get to is hey, the Cardinals at the 49ers. I'm still taking the 49ers.
Yeah,
that defense.
Big dub for the 49ers.
Defense is still crazy.
I'm excited
Jimmy
to see
G.
that Kyler DeAndre Hopkins connection, though.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that, man.
That's going to be something that's going to be really nice. That's going to help Kyler with his developing and, progression. He also has, Larry Fitzgerald, who's a veteran wide receiver. GOAT, you know what I'm saying?
Not that D-Hop needs a mentor.
No. I'm not saying D-Hop. I'm saying, though, having a wide receiver like Larry Fitzgerald for Kyler Murray is something good because he can rely on him. But now he's getting another veteran wide receiver in DeAndre Hopkins.
When Larry Legend is your second option, I think you got some pretty good options.
Exactly, And, hey, let's not forget, mid-season pickup, they got Keenan Drake, and Cat fucking balled out. Let's not forget, a lot of Alabama backs went really hard last year. Bama boy, Forrest.
Man, Bama is just cranking out running backs.
Running backs,
Man.
they're RBDBU, you know, or well, not DBU, but you know what I'm saying. But
who had a breakout season
RBU.
last year? Keenan Drake did.
Mark Ingram, he did his share.
How
you
can
know?
we forget Derrick Henry? Let's not forget
Derrick Henry, another one. And hey, Derrick Henry just secured his bag, just got picked up again with the Titans.
That man deserves it. That man can run through a brick wall.
And you know what? As we talk about that, that's actually a good transition. The next game is actually the Titans and the Broncos.
I got the Titans winning this one.
Yeah, I agree with you. Dude, I agree with you.
Tell me Mike Vrabel isn't the coolest fucking head coach out there. That is Vrabel, the kind of guy you want to get a beer with.
Yeah.
And maybe get into a fucking fight in the back alley.
Maybe,
Who knows,
man?
I
don't know.
You know what I'm saying? He's a scrappy guy. And it's like, Buffalo, are you ever going to get it together? Buffalo, what's going on, man? Oh, excuse me, the Broncos. Are we ever going to get it together?
Yeah, Case Keenum wasn't the answer. He's now,
They got Joe Flacco, right? They picked up Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
He didn't work out.
Yeah, no.
And now who are they going with?
Couldn't fucking tell you, bro. So that's my take on it. Sorry to any Broncos fans out there and our viewers. Titans are gonna fucking smash them. I feel like, you know what I'm saying. Hey, they just paid Ryan Tannehill a bunch of money. Maybe it might come back and bite them in the butt, like how it does. We've seen multiple times. I mean, Brock Osweiler, a good example. Kirk Cousins, unfortunately, sorry, he was a good example. You know, there's a couple of quarterbacks out there that they had a pretty good season, got their payday, and then kind of fucking tanked. And
it's honestly the story of running backs too, man. Right now, with the depreciation of the running back position, a lot of guys, Devontae Freeman, Todd Gurley.
David Johnson fucked that up for everybody.
David Johnson,
and I loved him. I loved him. I was a fan of David Johnson. I loved him in my fantasy.
You were the fantasy football expert, man. I gotta tell you, when you picked up David Johnson, when was that? The 2016 season.
That was his breakout season.
God damn, that man was on fire.
Yeah, he just injury prone, man. He just riddled with injuries, and it sucks because we also spoke a little bit about it before. Like, at that position, man, running backs aren't a longevity position anyway. There's only a dime a dozen. You know, Frank Gore is one of them, like we're saying. Adrian Peterson.
Not everybody can tear both ACLs and come back.
Yeah, you know.
Two stacks.
If a running back has a good 8-season to 10-season run, that's pretty good for them, depending on the numbers that they produce in there. You know, that's a pretty good stretch. So,
Bob, why don't we move on to the actual first official game of the season? We're looking at Thursday night, Texans at Chiefs. I think this is another pretty obvious one. Who you got?
I got the Chiefs.
I as well have the Chiefs. There's no surprise there. Man, I'm gonna just say it right now. It's going to be interesting. I want our viewers to hold this to me. I just want to say the Texans are going to suck. Yeah. Bill O'Brien, what's up with you, man?
I like Deshaun Watson, though. I like him.
Love Deshaun Watson. He's not the problem. I'm talking about the coach. I think the head coach is toxic, man. You got rid of arguably the best wide receiver in the game off. You don't like the guy. You don't have a good personal relationship. This is a business, man. It's about winning games, man. Not everything is about being best friends, being buddy.
You got to be able to put stuff aside. You know, if your overall goal is you want to win games, you want to make it to the playoffs and get deep and have a chance at a chip. I feel like the Patriots are a good example of people putting away their side issues and their side.
You know, Tom was sucking it up there them last couple of years to get one more ring, couple more rings.
Hey, you know what? He stuck it out. Hey, he got a couple rings in the last 5-6 years. They won 2, right? Or was it
what the fuck? They won like 2 of the last 5.
That's what I'm saying.
3 of the
so
last
like
5.
You know,
how
hey,
was it then? You can't. They just win. If they're not there, they're in there. You know what I mean? If they're not
6
winning
Super
the big
Bowls,
game, they're at the
6
big
Super
game.
Bowls across a 20-year span.
Yeah. 9 appearances. That's something.
Yeah, that's something to go home and
LeBron
and tell your mom
fan,
about.
you know, I think finals and championship appearances count. LeBron guy.
Fucking LeBron, don't even get me started. But
let's move on, man. Let's see what's going on with this Colts and Jags game. I got the Colts winning. I think Phillip Rivers.
Wow.
I think Phillip Rivers is coming back with a fucking vengeance.
Wow.
The man has 9 kids. That's a lot of fucking mouths to feed. That's a lot of fucking ramen noodles to put on the table. All right,
I've never been against Phillip Rivers. I always said it, you know, and
he was shite last season.
No, he was,
absolute shite.
But Phillip Rivers is one of those quarterbacks that he can go out.
He don't
and
care.
He could go to New Orleans, go to the Superdome, beat Drew Brees and that Peyton, you know, that credible defense, okay, Sean Payton defense. And then fucking next week at home against Cincy or
just
fucking the Browns, drop a duck, you know? And it's like, what the fuck are you doing, dog? But hey, maybe it is.
He's so funny, man. I got his trash talk.
I got the fucking funny. Jaguars, bro.
Dorky white guy, man. He just makes me laugh.
I got the Jaguars. I like that.
Who are they starting? Gardner?
You know what, Minshew Mania? I'm kind of.
Come on, that was like
a little bit.
Week. That was a 3-week span. 3 weeks.
Cat was a rookie.
He caught lightning in a bottle.
Caught
lightning in a bottle.
But tell me right now that every rookie isn't gonna any rookie quarterback didn't face battles and dips and dives and all that. But what he did show when he was playing at a high level, I think he could be the one for Jacksonville. I don't know, you know.
Love the mustache, Gardner. Yeah. Don't ever change. Don't shave that fucking mustache.
But anyway, a lot of people.
Wrapping up week 1, man. We got Bears at Lions. I'm going with Bears in this game. I think Big Dick Nick comes in big. He had a rough little stop in Jacksonville with the Jaguars. I think he comes strong.
Oh, stop.
Divisional game.
You think he's playing? You think they're sitting Trubisky?
Fuck yes, my bad. If that wasn't abundantly clear, I definitely think the Chicago Bears start Big Dick Nick Foles week 1, man.
This guy is crazy.
Trubisky sucks, man. What you? So you're starting Mitch week 1?
Yeah.
What has he shown you? What has he shown you that he's worth it?
What did Nick Foles show us when he was in Jacksonville?
Whoa.
He got hurt. He came back. Shite.
He broke his collarbone.